Hello everyone, welcome back to Crochet Ray Ray. So I was thinking while I was making the sunflower that people should know what the different stitches are. There's not very many stitches in crochet, but it's the combination of stitches that make up your work. And so, interesting fact, I did not know how to read patterns for the longest time. I just had a really hard time reading them because everybody's terms are a little bit different, and I couldn't quite follow it and count rows. So I actually did a lot of my early crocheting looking at pictures and reconstructing the items that way. And I've always been able to do that. I could have been probably a really awesome counterfeiter. I am a graphic designer. There are things you could do with graphic design skills and counterfeiting, but let's not go there. That's a federal offense, I think. Anyway, so people would send me pictures and say, hey, can you make this? And I would look at it, look at a bunch of different pictures, see how other things were constructed, and then I wouldn't even write a pattern. I would just start crocheting, and intuitively just started building little stuffies out of that way, making hats. Being an artist, visually an artist, definitely is a good skill. And then just a few years ago, I started reading patterns. There were some things that, little techniques that I wasn't quite getting, and reading patterns and learning from other crocheters helped me figure out, some of the cute details. So I'm going to show you this chart in the sunflower pattern that explains a bunch of different stitches that we will be doing in the sunflower pattern. So here we go. So here is this chart that this designer, Crochet, has come up with for her sunflower pattern, and how she has done her abbreviations. So you can see single crochet is an SC, chain is a CH, slip stitch is an SS. You'll also see that as an SL in some patterns. Half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, treble, TR, a double treble, which is even bigger than a treble. Back loops only. We talked about that. Increases, decreases. I'm going to show you a really cool decrease, so it's not going to be really very noticeable. Decrease, double crochet. Increase, double crochet. So make 2 double crochet in 1. So that means in the same stitch, you'll make 2 of the same stitches. Magic ring, which is how I start my project. Fasten off, FO, so finish off. And then this is asterisks. So when you see a set of asterisks and instructions inside that, and it means it's a repeat. And then the ×3 means make this 3 times, or ×2 or ×5. That means in that entire row, make that pattern, like single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, or single crochet, double crochet, and you would repeat that. And then row 1, so R1, R2, R3, and then at the end of the row is a set of parentheses, and depending on the pattern, sometimes if you're making clothing, it'll come in different stitch counts. So this is 12 stitches. That's how many stitches you should have at the end of your row. So until you get really good at keeping track of your stitches, you should count at the end of your row. With amigurumi, it's a little hard, so you have to use a stitch marker until you remember how many stitches you've gone around on your row. So I didn't actually show that, but I'll show that. So see, and then she has little footnote here about distribution, translation, publication, and resale of these instructions and images are prohibited. Please respect my rights as a designer. Any questions, email her, respond. She got a blog. She's got other patterns. So a lot of pattern designers will tell you what you are allowed to do and not allowed to do with their patterns or the items at the end of your work. So she does not say you can't resell, you can't sell the sunflowers, but you can, because she's not prohibiting you from selling the finished works. I think that's kind of shady if you can't sell the finished work. I mean, you made it with your own materials, and if you paid for a pattern, you should be able to sell what you bought, like you made with your own two hands. Anyway, I do not buy patterns typically when people say that, because people usually want me to make things and they will pay me to make their things. I'm not even astronomical in making the things because I mean, it's just some yarn and time that I would be sitting around doing nothing anyway. So I don't charge you a lot. I should probably charge you more, but I don't. So that's the abbreviations, and we will go back to our regularly scheduled program of the sunflower pattern. And I'll show you also how to do the other way of making a round starting an amigurumi.